Another horror director? Really? You know what? I'm gonna come up with a Lifetime Achievement Award. It's gonna be my special effects in my horror movie were so good the court system was involved. How's that sound? What's going on, everybody? Mark Hunt with your MHN Horror Fact of the Day. Today's fact is on the 1980 shock mockumentary Cannibal Holocaust.
We'll be back. We have Felipe, our guide. Say hi.
But hey, before I get to that fact, if you could be so awesome to stab that like button, smash that subscribe, and click that little dingy bell to be notified every time we drop amazing content right here on MHN. And hey, if you've already smashed that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that share button. That would be fantastic too. And now, back to the fact. A few days after the release of Cannibal Holocaust, director Ruggero Deodato was arrested for murder. A court in Milan was convinced that Ruggero had allowed people to be eaten by Amazonian savages. On his court date, he brought back all the actors that were in Cannibal Holocaust to prove, hey, they're still alive. They're not dead. They haven't been eaten. I am innocent. During the trial, the judge pulled up the most iconic shot from the entire movie, the giant pike going through the woman. And the judge was convinced that there was no way that special effects could create this, and it had to be real. Hell of a compliment, by the way. That's... you can't go wrong with that kind of compliment where a judge says there's no way that you fucking pulled this off with special effects. You had to have murdered somebody to pull this off. That's a hell of a compliment. Reluctantly, Ruggero, knowing that if he didn't prove that this was a special effect, he'd probably end up in jail, had to be like a magician who had to reveal his trick. The director explained that the actress was sitting in a bicycle seat that was attached to the base of the pole, and she took a small pointed piece of wood and placed it inside of her mouth. Thus, we have the iconic shot from Cannibal Holocaust. Thankfully, the judge finally saw reason and dismissed the case altogether. That's what you should be writing on VHS tapes. You know what, VHS and DVD tapes, they have reviews on the side, where, this critic said give it 5 stars, and that critic said this is a hell of a blockbuster, and all that stuff. They should write on the side of every digital copy, DVD, VHS, of Cannibal Holocaust, this movie seemed so real, the director was brought up on murder charges. And that's how you sell your fucking movie, and that has been your MHN Horror Fact of the Day. And yes, I do have a comments challenge for all of you. What is one time that the general public thought a horror movie was real, and why do you find that hilarious, or intriguing, or whatever emotion you want to describe? I, of course, will pick the very best comment, and that person will choose a future topic for a future episode of MHN Horror Fact of the Day. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow. God, if only that judge could see that that group of Amazonian or South American villagers that Eli Roth filmed The Green Inferno for. I did a fact a while back about that. The only film that they had saw was Cannibal Holocaust, and they thought it was a comedy, and they laughed hysterically. Man, for the judge to come in and be like, "This is murder," and then watching footage of actual Amazonian, possibly cannibalistic society laugh at this movie. The juicy irony of that would be, so fantastic.